Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some ladder, testing out the new Mother Witch card. So just to give you guys a little bit of information about the Mother Witch, if you don't know too much about it, basically it curses things for 5 seconds, and if it dies during the 5 seconds a unit is cursed, it'll turn into a Royal Hog that has less HP, less damage than a regular Royal Hog. So I personally think it's very good against Graveyard decks, Skeleton Army decks, Bat decks, any deck that has kind of some swarm in it, but it isn't that great against beatdown decks, such as maybe like Giant decks, Golem decks, so it kind of depends on the matchup how much value it's going to get, but I think it pairs best in Royal Hog decks because it dies to Fireball. So if they choose to Fireball the Mother Witch, you can send in Royal Hogs, Hunter. Bats are low-key much stronger after the buff they got. I think they're almost as strong as they were before the nerf they got a few months ago. I think they're very close to being as strong as they were. First attack is much faster now, and the difference is very noticeable in my opinion. Hunter's so good against air. I prefer Fireball right now over the EQ just because there's going to be a lot less expo, so I'd rather have the Fireball for an extra counter against Balloon. Helps clean up like pushes if they have a bunch of things clumped together. Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s so good on defense, and Skeletons kind of just for cycles. So before we get in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. You can use it in any Super Slug, any Super Slug game. Helps for me, helps for the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who do use my code. It means a lot. I feel like whenever I say any Super Slug game, I always get like tongue twisted, like I say it wrong. I feel like it happens like half the time I do it. But anyway, 394th in the world right now. Season just started, obviously, so I haven't been playing too much ladder. Let's get into the first game. Test out the Mother Witch. I've only played, I would say, about 5 games or so with this deck. So, haven't tested out a ton, but I did the challenge as well. And as I said, it's definitely for sure good against units that don't have much hit points, because if it's hitting something that has a lot of hit points, there's no guarantee it's going to die. Whereas if it's hitting like, bats, skeletons, and it like one-shots them, they're immediately getting turned in to Royal Hogs. So we found a game versus Zelgius. I'm pretty sure this is Dank Ganon, the good. He's a really good expert player, but I think he changed his name, and I don't know if he's using expert right now after the nerf. We'll have to see. Okay, so he's gonna go for a Goblin Cage and an Ice Golem, so we'll see what this is. I'm gonna go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. See what he wants to do in response. Oh, by the way, guys, another thing I'm really excited to test out is 2.9 Giant Cycle. If you guys remember, I made that videos on that deck. I think it was about like 6-7 months ago, something like that, 8 maybe. But then they nerfed the bats, they nerfed the Mini P.E.K.K.A., and then it was much worse. I'm excited to test that out again because bats got buffed, and also the Mini P.E.K.K.A. a couple months ago got a slight hit speed buff. So I almost wonder if 2.9 Giant Cycle is going to be viable again. I'm excited to test it. And yeah, so Zelgius is definitely using the Pompeo deck here. Pompeo finished #1 with it last season. Huge congrats to him. I forgot if I said this, but I tilted last season a little bit. Those of you who were asking in the comments like how I ranked, wasn't very good. I tilted like 400 trophies or something. So unfortunately didn't get a good finish, but it's okay because I was going for all or nothing. Like, I don't mind if I tilt. I at least want to try and go for like a #1 or top 3 finish because I've already finished 5th or 6th, so I might as well, try to go for a top 3 or #1. So wasn't too upset. I was a little disappointed, but the good thing about this game is you have another opportunity every single month. But anyway, we're gonna send in Royal Hogs here. He's gonna go ahead and Fireball those, which gives us the opportunity to then play our Mother Witch if we want to, as well as our Hunter. I highly doubt he's going to go for a Balloon with his Fireball out of cycle because he won't be able to kill the Hunter, of course. He's going to cycle his Inferno Drag. I'm going to go for Skeletons here. We'll go Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the opposite lane. See what he wants to do. He's just going to zap that. I'm going to go Royal Hogs. Ooh, okay. He's going to get aggressive with a Miner. I believe he doesn't have Zap and Cycle, so we're going to go for the Bats. And so far, he's been playing this pretty passively. We've been the main ones going in aggressive. But with Royal Hogs, you have to play aggressively. He's going to gate Cage, probably. Oh, no, he's going to Fireball. Interesting. We're going to go for a Mother Witch. And we don't need to play Bats on the Inferno Drag. Because I don't think the Inferno Drag takes it out. Yeah, it doesn't. Go for a mini P.E.K.K.A here. I think I'm just going to cycle my log, actually. Mother Witch. And we're keeping up really good pressure, which is nice. He's actually going to have to fireball it because of how annoying it is. Like I said, he's playing this pretty passively. He's going to send in the balloon now, though. Okay, good defense. Mother Witch is actually going to distract everything there really nicely. Go for Royal Hogs. Goblin Cage, as expected. He misplaces it a little bit, though, so we actually are going to get, wow, a lot of damage on the tower. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we won. That's going to be GG. Nice win there versus the Pompeo deck. The deck that finished #1 last season. You know, obviously, he didn't play it perfectly. There were like a couple Goblin Cages that didn't end up pulling all the Royal Hogs. But to be fair, we did a really nice job of baiting out his fireballs. Like, we made him... This is why the Mother Witch, even though it might seem like in some situations doesn't get value, you have to think about it as a way of baiting out spells because of how annoying it is as a card. If they're fireballing the Mother Witch, they're not able to fireball the Hunter, which then prevents them from going in for a balloon, if that makes sense. So 59, 19, 300th in the world. 300th in the world. Let's go ahead and go into the next game. We give this guy the good luck. I'll go ahead and wait like a second and see if he wants to do anything. If not, I can just cycle skeletons. Ooh, wait. I mean, it's a good amount of Royal Hogs. Not bad. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. He doesn't know, guys. He doesn't know that bats aren't a good answer. People are going to struggle defending it starting out for sure because they're not used to playing against it. I'm going to go for a Hunter. I'm not sure if he can support this Sparky with like a Giant because he spent all of his Elixir. Yeah, he's actually going to zap, which means he's not going to have it for the Skeleton, so we can surround the Sparky. I'm going to go for a mini P.E.K.K.A to pressure. Go for prediction log on the... Was that a prediction? I don't know. It was kind of was, but he already... If I played it slightly quicker, it would have for sure been. Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to get one hit. I'm going to send in Royal Hogs because he doesn't have enough Elixir to... Well, he doesn't even have much Elixir in general right now. And also, he played that mini P.E.K.K.A last second, so I knew he was low. And he didn't have... yeah, nowhere near enough Elixir to play a Sparky, because I think at the time I played those Royal Hogs, he might have been at 3 Elixir at most, so that's why I played them in the first place. I knew he was low. He's going to go for a Sparky in the back. I'm a little nervous because we don't have great answers to the Sparky. In fact, I don't even know if we can defend this Sparky push. One of my only losses earlier was to Sparky, so I'm a little bit nervous right now. But he's going to do some split lane pressure. And we're actually going to defend this really nicely. Wow. Maybe not the best split lane pressure on his end. He probably didn't know we had a fireball, though, to be fair. But still, that was really, really nice for us. He's going to go for a Sparky again. See what he wants to do here. Oh no. I think if we do this and go for prediction log. Oh! Does it get enough damage to put us in fireball range? It does. That was a nice win. Pretty much, I went on a good win streak with this deck before I started recording. And most of my losses were to Sparky. I think I lost 2 times to Sparky. I feel like it's difficult, but what really helped us out is he didn't have a fireball. If he had like fireball Sparky, that would have been really tough. Luckily, he did have arrows and zap as his spells, but to be fair, zap is really good against the bats, but we defended that really nicely. 233rd in the world. Let's keep going, see if we can make it to 6,000 trophies. Alright, so we found our next game versus Epic Slayer. He's a bit higher than us, so if we win this, we'll get a lot of trophies. I'm going to go Royal Hogs because I didn't have Skeletons in Cycle. Or a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, I didn't have Skeletons or a Mini P.E.K.K.A. in Cycle. Luckily, though, Royal Hogs are getting a lot of damage, and watch this. Oh, shoot. Oh, nice. Never mind. I thought the Mother Witch was going to hit the Hog. That's why I was like, oh, shoot. But it's actually targeting the, Okay, look at that. Well, now it's getting some good value. It's got the Mega Knight, though. Luckily, we got Hunter, which, you know, does insane DPS against it. So, I mean, we should be completely fine. Not sure if that was the best bandit. Couldn't we actually just, if he goes for a Goblin Gang again, log it all? Yep. Yep. That's what we like to see. Bats to clean up the remainder of this bandit. Nice, nice. And it might even get 1 hit on the tower because of the faster... Ooh, do I play the Mini P.E.K.K.A. in time? Do I have the fast enough reaction time? Yes, we do. That's what's nice about the Mini P.E.K.K.A. buff. It's much easier to react to the Hog like that, so it doesn't get a single hit on the tower. Mini P.E.K.K.A. does end up taking out the Firecracker before it dies, which is super clutch as well. So really nice spot in this game. And, you know, Mega Knight, even though it's good against the Royal Hogs, you know, you can outcycle it. You got a couple good answers to it with the Hunter and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. We're up Elixir right now. We're up, it looked like 2.5 about, because he wasn't playing anything for, until I regained about 2.5 Elixir. We're going to go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then we're going to Fireball that, go for Skeletons here. And then we're going to send in Royal Hogs to distract the remainder of this. He's going to Mega Knight it, probably. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. He either didn't have the Elixir or didn't have Mega Knight in rotation. I actually can't remember. We're going to log everything back. He's probably going to go for... Actually not the best Fireball, but it's okay because this defense is going to be pretty clean. The King Tower is probably going to get activated as well. Perfect defense at the end there, despite the Fireball missing the Firecracker. All we have to do, log and Fireball, finish off the tower. That's going to be GG. Pretty easy win there. You know, even though he had Mega Knight, log for our, his Goblin Gang really helped us out. Our Fireball got some good value. And our cycle was just faster than his. That ultimately won us that game, plus 38 trophies. Let's go. That's going to put us, I believe, into the top 200, 190th in the world. Probably even higher than that because there's some accounts that are still glitched, as there always is beginning of the season. So it's probably more like, you know, 170th, but whatever. Let's keep going, see if we can get to 6K right here. And yeah, I mean, so far I haven't run into any matchups where I felt like the Mother Witch cost me the game. But at the same time, that match, the last match, we got some good value out of it at the beginning. But then afterwards, we didn't get much value out of the Mother Witch. So, again, it almost feels like it's a very situational card. Right here, though, I wonder if we're going to get some good value because against the Skeleton Barrel here, we can send in Royal Hogs in the opposite lane, dual lane pressure. Ooh, and the Mother Witch is going to take out the bats as well. No, he blocks with a bandit. That was really good on his end, like a smart play, because Had he not blocked that with a Bandit, the Mother Witch would have killed all of the bats, and then more hogs would have spawned out, which would have been really good for me, obviously. So he's smart that he did that, otherwise he would have taken a lot of damage. Just pull this back. No way it gets on the tower, because it's going to die before it does. So, thinking about this right now, he has his Mega Knight and his Zap out of rotation, so I'm very tempted to... do this. I hope this is the right play to take damage. He did cycle back to his Mega Knight. Okay, but now we can go for Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, once again, he used so much elixir. Oh boy, okay. I think we're going to try this again here. Unfortunately, he goes for the Spear Goblins, so the Mother Witch isn't able to take out the skeletons without it dying, so I was kind of forced to go for a log. I'm going to go Royal Hogs. We got to keep up the pressure. He's going to Mega Knight those as soon as he has the elixir. But because he went for minor bats, he was so low, and as a result, couldn't play it right away. So if we defend this, ooh, that's going to get a lot of damage before I can log it. Ooh, that was so much, but luckily we take it out, and we're pretty much guaranteed to take out. I'm going to Fireball this. Good value, we're hitting the Bats Bandit as well as the Tower. We need this damage too going into this situation, this match, this 2-tower game, to give us like a good lead. Mother Witch here. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what he wants to do. That's his first Inferno Drag of the game, interestingly enough. Okay. We're going to keep cycling things, because I don't want to play Royal Hogs until he uses that Mega Knight, so we're going to continue cycling things. And actually, this might get him in awkward situations where we actually force him to go for a Mega Knight, and then we can play Royal Hogs, because like look at this. This is actually getting kind of overwhelming for him. He's forced to go for the Mega Knight, so like, now we can go for Royal Hogs, obviously. I'm going to send them in right now. Maybe go for like a prediction log. I'm going to have to Fireball that, I think. We still got the damage lead, though. We got 2 Mother Witches down. Oh my god, okay. We're actually starting to kind of annoy him with the witches at this point. I don't know how those bats got so much damage, but that seems kind of broken. I don't know how that happened. Hold on. Oh my gosh. That was a clutch win. I did not expect to win that. Whew. 6K. Let's go. 134th. I think we'll go for one more game. That one, I have to say, Mother Witch that game definitely helped us out. No doubt about that. There were several situations where it helped overwhelm him, force him to do things he didn't want, force him to make plays he didn't want to, do, obviously. The dual lane pressure it applied. That was, I think, maybe of all the games, the one where it got the most value. And it goes to show because he was using kind of like a bait deck, right? He had Skeleton Barrel, he had Bats, Spear Goblins, When they have those bait cards, it can get a good amount of value. Just from what I've seen so far. And I haven't played against a single Graveyard yet, even before I started recording this video. So I haven't really seen it versus Graveyard, or I haven't experienced it myself, but I've seen other people play versus it, and I know it's solid, but I haven't experienced it myself. That's why I kind of want to verse it to see. Maybe no one's using it though because the Graveyard's like weaker. I don't know. After the Skeleton nerf, one less Skeleton, it's still viable for sure, but I guess people might be afraid to use it. This guy's got Bats, Poison. I'm gonna go Royal Hogs. I think the Mother Witch might die here. Oh, it stays alive at 1 HP. Okay. It dies to Fireball, but the poison, it needs to stay inside the poison the whole time in order for it to die, and he probably mistimed it a little bit. Oh! Look at that! That actually kind of, now that was clutch. I mean, that saved me from having to defend that Barb Barrel. This could be Graveyard right here. We might have just got what we were asking for about, like, how I was just saying we haven't played versus Graveyard. This could very well be Graveyard because we see the poison. I don't know what other deck has poison besides Graveyard. I have to go with this most likely being Graveyard. I just don't know what else it is. We will see though. I mean, maybe he's got something I'm not aware of, but as of right now, I don't know what this deck is. Bats, Barb Barrel, Poison. If he had a Fireball, I would say it's Loon, but a Poison? I don't know, that's throwing me off. I think I'm going to cycle Mini P.E.K.K.A. in this lane. Because I don't want to cycle it the same lane as the Ice Golem. This way we force like something out of it. I guess we'll cycle Mother Witch. Hopefully it can melt those Bats and then apply some pressure. Oh, okay, so he's... Oh, Ram Rider, okay. I was not really expecting that. Not the best snowball, actually, so... We're gonna get some nice dual lane pressure here. Royal Hogs, Bats. Good kite, though, on his end. I'll give him that. That was a nice kite. But, he definitely overspent on Elixir, so as a result, we're gonna get a little bit of chip. We gotta make sure we're saving our Mini P.E.K.K.A. for his Ram Riders. Go Hunter this lane. Ooh, I'm gonna go Royal Hogs and then Bats to try to protect this. Hunter's gonna take care of the Bats, so we don't need to worry about that. About the left side, I mean, we can go for another Mother Witch. He's gonna get aggressive with a Ram Rider. Guess we could just log everything back. He's gonna get like no damage. This guy's using a deck from like a while ago. I almost remember this deck, a year and a half ago being meta, this Ram Rider deck, before the Ram Rider got a nerf. It used to slow down things 100%, but now it does like 90. If you guys remember, that's the nerf it got. Oh my gosh, look at all these Bats. What in the world? Mother Witch is helping out though, so we're gonna get some Royal Hogs. Dual lane pressure. Yeah, he's done like no damage. He's had the hardest time breaking through this match for whatever reason, and I think it's just because the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Hunter are so strong on defense, and also he doesn't have a big spell to take care of the Royal Hogs. Like, I mean Poison, but Poison sucks against Royal Hogs. But he does have Snowball for the Bats, so I don't know. Okay, nice. And then this Ram Rider will turn into a Hog as well. We just got to keep up this defense, and then I think we're cruising. I don't think we should have a problem here. We can Fireball this back, and because of the Snowball, we are going to need to go for a log, but that's perfectly fine. We're going to apply pressure in the opposite lane to ensure that he can't keep pressuring us without him spending elixir on defense. It's really important. And we're going to get a huge chunk of damage on his tower. He's going to Ramrider, probably follow it up with a snowball, but it doesn't even really matter because we got the fireball for the pushback. And we're just building like a complete wall that Ramrider can't break through. Last second pressure in the opposite lane to make sure he can't go for like a lumberjack Ramrider push. And he's going to go for like one last desperation push, but he at this point needs to take pretty much our whole tower. There's no way that that's going to happen. So that's going to be GG. We win our last game, and overall, really nice video with the Mother Witch. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. I guess I could technically say I made it myself because I really only changed a couple cards though, but I played with it on stream, kind of put it together myself. The only cards I changed, of course, were Magic Archer for the Mother Witch and Ice Golem for the bats, but technically I did make it. It's only a 2-card substitution, but, you know, if 2 cards is enough, then I guess I could say I made it. But let me know what you guys think about this deck. What do you guys think about the Mother Witch in general? We had some really nice games. We won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row. Probably going to edit out the search time a tiny bit because one of the games it took, you know, like 2 minutes to find a game, something like that. That's going to be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys. We end at 96th in the world, so top 100. Let's go. All right. Bye, guys.